All right, well, it's like the one time a year where I have to try to remember how to do this, so let's give it a shot. All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day, and that is exactly what we are doing in today's video. And in the words of my good friend Aaron Lewis from Stained, it's been a while. It's been a while. I haven't actually shot a video since we got back from Iowa over a week ago, so I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, but there's just been so much going on that it's been hard to come in here and sit down and make a video. But I decided that today was the day. You know why? Well, more like, why not today? I mean, today is a great day to have a great day, and if you out there aren't having a great day, well, that's okay too, because tomorrow is quite literally a new day. And you know what we say about new days around here. Every new day is the first day of the rest of your life. So I hope that you're doing well, and if you're not, don't worry, because you can wake up and make tomorrow the day that you want it to be, okay? Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and see if we can remember how to do an unboxing. We have a package here from return sender Mr. Griffin Terry, who his work is incredible. I don't really need to give him an introduction. If you guys have seen any of the unboxings on his pieces, then you will know that they are absolutely out of this world, and he always kills it. The last piece that we got from him was like a dream piece of mine, like a bucket list item for the collection, and he absolutely smashed it. So I'm really excited to see what's in here, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know what is in here. It's a much larger box than I expected, and I can't quite remember what all he said he was going to be throwing in here, so this is going to be a surprise for me as well as you guys, and we're going on this journey blind together, okay? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and pop the box open and see what is inside. All right, the box is open. It looks like we've got something right there on the bottom, but before I take a look at that, I want to tell you guys about this month's monthly mask giveaway. We have not promoted or talked about the month of June whatsoever. So this is your first time seeing the monthly mask giveaway, and this is a good one. Now, a lot of you guys saw that I went to Iowa about 2 weeks ago, and we participated in the Mate Feed Kill Repeat 30th anniversary show, as well as announcing that Anders and his band will be at PaleFest doing the same thing, but even sicker. Well, I decided that I wanted to do a mask giveaway that was related to the celebration of Mate Feed Kill Repeat, especially because I know that not everybody can make it to PaleFest. So, if you can't make it to PaleFest, I've got good news for you, because for just $5 over on my Patreon, you can enter to win this extremely cool prototype mask of some Anders masks that will only be sold at PaleFest. This is a plastic vacuum-formed Anders mask. It is a PaleFest exclusive, and this is the prototype of the prototype, meaning that even the ones that we gave the band weren't as rare as this one. This is the one. Bishop was lucky enough to send this over and say, hey, do a giveaway on this thing. Not everybody can make it to PaleFest, and I'm sure that there are a lot of MFKR, Anders, or just Slipknot fans in general that would love to have the chance to get this. And if you're coming to PaleFest, Anders will sign this thing for you, so it just keeps getting cooler. I can't stress to you guys how cool this thing is. I don't even have one for my collection yet, so when I tell you guys that these are going to be sought after and that these are very cool items, I am telling you that that is exactly what this is. This PaleFest exclusive Mate Feed Kill Repeat plastic vacuum-formed Anders Colsefni mask, again, exclusive to PaleFest, but you guys have the chance to go over to my Patreon, support the channel, and potentially win this thing for only $5. It's crazy. So, link down below, patreon.com/thehouseofmasks. Good luck, and I appreciate you. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and focus on Griffin's package. Whoa, pause, wait a second. What? We're going to see what Griffin sent in this box. So, I said that there was something on the bottom there. I don't know what it is. Ooh, very cool. It is a signed Tim Jacobus print of the Haunted Mask artwork that's on the Haunted Mask Goosebumps book. That is pretty sick. I do have a pretty cool little Tim Jacobus kind of sub-collection in my Goosebumps collection, and that will fit in very, very well with those other items. So that is sweet. It looks like we've also got some stickers, some Griffin Terry stickers. A couple of those. Those will go nice on the sticker pole here in the sanctuary. We've got a business card, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's Tim Jacobus' business card. That's interesting. Who would have thought? Very, very cool. And now it looks like we've got a few bigger items. It looks like this white sack right here has maybe a larger item in it, so maybe we should save that for the final piece to unbox, and we should go with whatever is in the black sack right here. Let's see. So again, I don't remember what he was sending. This one has a note. Should we read the note first? Let's see. So the note here is, "Hey AJ, hope you like this BCD skull mask. Ooh, interesting. I added clear lenses that could be glued in. I do plan on bringing a few copies to Palefest in a few different variants. The box also includes a Slyminster Hyman mask made by Sick Rick Mask and a signed print by Tim Jacobus, the original Goosebumps illustrator." Sick. Well, I think that I'm actually going to save this for the last piece so that we can give Griffin all the shine that he deserves. He did throw in a very cool piece for the Gwar collection, something that I don't have, but something that was kind of sort of officially released through Gwar, or at least through Slyminster Hyman. Danielle did approve these and kind of work with Sick Rick on these pieces, and I have never owned one. I've never even seen one in the flesh, but I don't know how Griffin got a hold of one, but he did, and he said that he was going to send one over. So we officially have a new Gwar piece for the first time in what seems like forever. We have this very cool Slyminster Hyman full head latex mask. I love the blood work on these things. Now, I don't quite remember the photos that Griffin sent me. It's been a minute, but seeing it in person, it looks absolutely incredible. I definitely think that this is a very cool addition to the Gwar collection, especially because it's Slyminster. Like, not only have we not really been doing too much Gwar stuff over the last couple of years, but we never ever in the history of me collecting Gwar stuff have really had the chance to add too much Slyminster stuff to the Gwar section. So adding a Slyminster piece is very, very cool, and I definitely think that she is going to stand out very well amongst her peers over there on the Gwar wall. So I'm already looking for like a place to stick her, and I think I might have an idea, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, dude, shout out to Griffin for the freebie. Absolutely love and appreciate this gift, and it will have a very happy home here in the House of Masks over in Gwartopia, or I guess just Antarctica. I think I'm going to call the Gwar section Antarctica because that is where Gwar lives, and that is where Gwar lives. So hell yeah, dude, absolutely love it. Very, very cool, and that has me that much more excited for this other piece. So I do know what this is. I have wanted one since I saw him come up with these and kind of the inception, and then once they were finalized and I started seeing finished copies over on his social medias, I knew that I had to have one for the collection. They're just way too cool, and they honestly kind of remind me of something that I will show you guys here in just a second after I reveal the piece. So we've got the black bag here, we've got the final piece, we've got the actual Griffin Terry item that was in the package, and I am very, very excited. So let's see what we've got. All right, without further ado, what we have here from Griffin Terry is none other than the Skull BCD, and I don't know how well you guys can see it. It kind of looks like these studio lights are casting a little bit of a shadow, but we've got a fully sculpted British civilian duty gas mask, meaning that he sculpted that, like he made that. This isn't a BCD over top of a skull prop. This is a start to finish, ground up sculpt by Griffin of a British civilian duty with a skull on the inside. And do you guys know how I just said this reminds me of something that I have here at the House of Masks? Well, let me take you guys out here and show you what I mean. All right, guys, so this is my editing bay. This is where I sit down to edit all of my videos. The video that you're watching right now was edited right here, and it's a little cluttered, it's a little messy, but that's okay. This is typically how it looks, including all of the goods around the computer. We've got some important items right here, such as my 100K plaque. This thing right here reminds me exactly why I do what I do. This was a big goal to accomplish, and I got it done. So even if I'm having a bad day and I don't necessarily want to sit here and edit, boo-hoo, my life's so hard, well, look at that, dude. We did that. We can do more. I love looking at this item and realizing that this is something that matters. Now, another thing that I like to glance over and look at are these two pieces right here. Now, what we have here is my first mask ever. This is my original BCD. This was the first mask that I ever got in my life. I got this thing when I was 5 or 6 years old as a kid, and I got it on the same day that I discovered Slipknot. So this thing is very, very important. Now, we also have my real deal stage-used gold Sid Wilson 25th anniversary mask. Wow, what a mouthful. And these two pieces definitely belong together, and they're obviously both very important. This pretty much tells the story of the House of Masks. It's the most full circle thing that I've ever experienced in my life, and I can't think of a lot of things that compare to it. So these guys belonged together. Now, obviously, I'm keeping this guy in a case, and I didn't necessarily want or need to keep this guy in a case, but I wanted to display them together, and I tried to display this a few different ways. Originally, I just had it sitting on its own leather buckles, but those eventually gave way to the weight of the mask, and it just looked a little silly. I also tried to display this thing on a foam mannequin head, but black or white, it still just didn't look right, and they always need some sort of counterweight on the back, which just looks a little janky. So I settled on one of these old Easter Unlimited skulls, not only because it is pretty cool looking, but also because Sid actually used one of these exact pieces back in the Iowa days for some of his masks. Any mask that he would walk out on stage with, he usually had this old Easter Unlimited skull inside of the mask, and it was kind of cool. But as you can see, I've had this thing displayed here for months and months, probably 6 months now, on this Easter Unlimited skull, and it looks very, very similar to Griffin's piece that we are unboxing in today's video. So I just thought that that was pretty cool, and I wanted to point it out. Totally coincidental and very, very neat. And it gives you guys the chance to see my editing bay, something that you guys don't get to see too much of. So pretty cool little Easter egg right there, and I just wanted to point that out. Now, back to the video. So, yeah, I mean, what are the chances of that? I've got my first mask ever, which is the BCD, sitting out there on my editing bay on a skull, which it's been on for months and months now, alongside my 25th anniversary stage-used gold Sid Wilson BCD mask, and then Griffin makes these. I think that that is pretty cool, and again, from the moment that I saw it, I knew that I had to have one. It's just way too cool of a piece, and I would definitely like to get one into the hands of Sid. So maybe the next time I see Sid, I'll give him this, and then I'll just buy another copy from Griffin, because I think that Sid would be very, very stoked about this, and most likely use it for something. We know that he uses those fan-made masks pretty much every time he's given one, which is very, very cool, and I think that this one is extremely fitting. So yeah, dude, over the moon about this thing. It is very, very cool. Even if it's just kind of a little novelty item, I think that this is a very rad one and something that is very cool to kind of reopen the unboxings and the regular videos. Now that I've kind of calmed down from the traveling and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, very happy that this could be my first unboxing back, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. So I think we are going to go ahead and end this video the same way that we end all of the other unboxings and reviews on this channel, and that is with some nice up-close shots of these pieces so that you guys can see all of the beautiful, creepy, and Gwar-y detail, and then that will be that. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. I appreciate you. This is also the first video that I've done since we hit 197,000 subscribers. So I want to give a giant thank you to everybody that is currently subscribed. And if you're watching this right now, do me a favor and make sure that you are subscribed. Whether you haven't subscribed yet, or you think that you've been subscribed for years, just make sure that you do me the favor and check down there, because YouTube constantly unsubscribes people from my channel without their knowledge or permission, and I fucking hate that shit. Let's get 200,000 Masketeers down there. We are so close. Less than 3,000 away. I think that we could probably do it this year with the grace of the mask gods and with your help. And if you are subscribed, then just do the cliche YouTube shit. Leave a like, leave a comment, do the thing, help me play the game. I want my dark influence to grow. So, with all of that out of the way, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you again for being here. And until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol and yes to your roots. And we will see you guys in the next one.